I think the problem page maybe a little bit where everybody's is the next page with the ornaments and little improvisations. Starting maybe at 31, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Here you're hearing a triplet under it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Right? Isn't that what's happening? Remember how you did this when you did this? Well, you went. How nice that was.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get crowded. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 2, 3. Your 8 notes down was better, but you had a bit of too much of a delay going. Where am I going to the D sharp, F sharp? That big over the 10th. What's a 10th, right? Is that a 10th?
10th, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 10th. So, but you got to know where you're going from here all the way to here, right? You ever practice kind of just doing things like this? So you see how your arm's moving from here to here. Right, so you don't get all like tight. You need to know, I'm just going over there. I'm just rolling that way. You're rolling this way.
From
Wait, are you doing motions? Big motions? Tari. Tari, right? Big motions. Yeah. Like you're throwing your arm at an angle at like this diagonal at that, right? But yeah. So the trick is, how do you move from this to tari? Ta, tari. Ta, tari. That's what I would practice, wouldn't you? This one, the short G to the broken 10th. Right. And actually, is the F sharp going to be more intensified than the little G that you just finished?
Yeah.
Of course. So da, body, really big. Yes. And you have to have a lot of energy on that big note, because then what falls out of that is the trickle down sighing 8 notes. That's a tricky place because you have to be very, very, your arm has to play this, your whole arm. See how even at the end of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it was very good because nothing kind of got locked in any part of it. It's just you let it stream down. So when you play with the left hand, are you going to continue letting it just stream down with equal spacing? Yeah, that's the challenge. Now keep that rhythm. Da-ya, ta-wee, da-wa, da-lee, da-wee, da-wa, two. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you really, the last 5 notes, you got to have your whole arm, the whole upper body onto that hand. Yeah, but are you doing this legato are you keeping the legato in this hand while you do the right hand? Because I heard this, so like, connect, oh. Right. Don't let it get detached. Your right hand get detached. You know what I mean? There's some places you can't physically do, but you can do what? Illusory legato, right? Because the pedal. Destination there. Right. That's the first destination. And actually, I'm gonna say to you that you can help that along with a little deeper left hand there too, because it really needs to have some help, doesn't it? You can get a little deeper in your left hand on that passage work there with the 10 notes.
You mean this one?
Yeah, just keep it horizontal, but support the crescendo with the left hand as well. Okay, we'll do it again. Because here it's sweet. This is sweet. It's so sweet. Now it's starting to move. See? Right? And then you're going to keep that up with the trill, right? Right? You're going to really, vibrate with intensity. Because you're getting ready for what? That big chromatic scale. Moving forward with your intensity. That's a big deal. Between 35 and 38, Those are very crucial, leading to the big sound, right? To the big this, right? And then you're going to the biggest statement of the theme is coming in an octave now with forte. We never had that before, did we? Because the weakest part of the piece right now is probably this page, I would say. You have to count. You have to think in your mind that you're hearing triplets under your trill. In your mind, right? Wait. So. What a lead, da da da, lead. I'm doing measured trill. Lead, da da da. Whatever happens there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing a measured trill because I can't sing a trill without measuring it. That's why I did it that way. But anyway, even if I measure it, I don't measure it. What's measuring is your left hand against your trill, right? It's telling you how long the trill is. If you don't have a steady left hand, the trill is lost completely. It's always framed by, in this case, the left hand, which is your steadying hand throughout the piece. It's giving us relentless triplets. Okay, so I'm looking at the first one. We're going this one. Actually, you know what you have to do? You have to keep holding. You have to keep holding the B. You know that. The B is still there. Here it is. Once you play that B, it's held through the what? This, right? And then I would do it after. So I would do this. See what I did? 1, 2, 3. That's right. That's what I would do.
So after immediately?
Immediately after the E sharp. About this.
Maybe I'm not doing fast enough. That's why.
Well, let's say we did it slow. Let's see. 1. See, I managed to get it there. I did. I mean, even if you do a little bit of broadening on that, that's okay. You could broaden da 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 dee. I don't mind that little 3-figure note, the 16th. Broadening it a little after this, it's okay. You don't want to do too much broadening, but you can do a little bit. Let's get away from the measured trill now, because now we really have to just trill. Because you're going to get confused. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, I just took my time with the last 3 notes. You know what's hard about this? What happened when you played 37 was the trill the half note didn't have a half note worth of trill. That's what happened. It went too fast. And so I don't know what the left hand was doing there. It wasn't marking time. But if the left hand isn't holding it back, we won't have a full measure of 4/4 time with triplet, 4 over triplets, right? 4 over triplets, 4 triplets in each measure. So you can take a little liberty. Nobody wants you to get trapped, but you can't do too much liberty. And worse off, you can't cut the trill too short. That's the danger, is cutting it too short. So if you want to practice slowly, I would. Look how slowly I'm going. I'm really, look what I'm doing. I'm not making the trill slow, but I'm making. Watch. Breathe. And that wasn't.
So the trill, you still go the same, yeah? You just left hand go slower.
I was letting the trill roll out like a motor, like an engine, but with the left hand, I kept the slow speed. Because eventually you're going to have a free trill, right? You can't be boxed into a measured trill. It won't work. It's only for super beginning practicing. It's going seconds to thirds, right? That's a suspension. Trill is a suspension, basically. So what happened was you went into the third too quickly. And you can afford to stretch that a little bit. You can stretch it. Let the left hand stretch slightly so that you can get to the third after the second, okay? I did it before. I mean, it wasn't perfect. But I'd rather do that than crowd it and is not enough on the second, right?
You mean?
I'm talking about the second. This is the second. This is the second. And then the third. And remember, the second is more, and the third is resolve. And that gets you ready for like a tiger. You're like a tiger going into that, right? Like tiger. Make sure the third comes right here. See? Not before. When it comes with what? The E here.
Oh, okay.
What's happening playing it earlier than it's supposed to. So you got to know the point where the trill starts, where it starts. So you know where the trill starts at the beginning of the measure, which you do well. But then you have to know when it goes to the third, where does it arrive with the left hand? That most students don't know that, but the B stays. Once you start the B and you roll through that little figure, the B never stops being sustained until it gets to the third. Till you get to the third, you're going second to thirds. Yeah. I would say the best thing to do, again, is listen to your left hand for direction. 1, 2, 3. You're connecting, right? You're connecting to there, right? Right? Connect. Eventually.
That's a difficult one as well.
Oh, yeah.
For me.
Remember, we're playing behind tempo now, right? So we're doing everything slower. We're doing everything slower now. I mean, the trill you're doing regular, but you're doing the basic beats of the left hand are back tempo now. So I mean, you don't want to really go forward into your tempo until you get this all straight, this page straightened out with the slowest pulse that you can control everything with the trill, and it doesn't come too soon, and you know where everything goes, right? You have to know. If you don't know something slowly well, there's no way, in my opinion, that will be played well fast. Just doesn't work that way, does it? The hardest thing is those fast trill passages and 30 seconds and 10 notes, and then that last one that just rolls out. How many notes? How many are there? I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to arrive at the 12th note. So there's 12 notes with the arrival note. That's what it is. So it's really
Why do you do slowly?
Yeah, and we did the blocking of the fingering. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We made it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in half steps, right? All half step. And this is better than this kind of thing, I think. Because you have less shifts of your thumb. You have just blocks of notes, just block. Right. At the end especially, we go here. Just grab it. Just let it, like a tiger, like I said.
It's difficult, the little finger, to get the strength. How do
Well,
you do
that's why your little finger should have your arm behind it. Don't ever don't rely on any fingers to make a big sound. You can't rely on your finger. It has to be your arm giving the energy to the finger. That's his homework.
Okay, so think about the longer.
Things like this, he just like an athlete, right? Right. He just, see what I mean? This. That's it, That's it. Yeah, but the answer to your question is do not rely on a finger to give you that big octave sound. It's your whole arm. You have to have a direction of the whole piece. Where's it going and what's happening with it? Like a map in your mind. You have to map it out.